What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to Requested Live. How are we feeling, YouTube friends? People of the internet, how are we feeling? It's Friday afternoon. It's just gone 5 p.m. here in the UK. I think I'm going to try and make these Friday streams a regular thing wherever I can. I've really enjoyed the last couple we've done, and in general, they are good fun to put together, as always. If you are joining us for the first time, please feel free to hit that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turn your notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all of that good stuff. One of the main things we're going to be doing today is, of course, celebrating the fact that we have hit 15,000 subscribers. I'm so happy about this. I'm so excited to kind of announce it properly. Big up to each and every one of you who has been getting involved. And in general, it's been an absolutely crazy journey. Honestly, I couldn't thank each and every one of you enough. The general layout of doing these YouTube-related things has been very crazy. And in general, I've been kind of blown away with the support we've had on the channel, especially over the last few weeks. We've tried to really increase the amount of the amount of videos we've been putting out there, increasing the amount of just general content as well. I think we put out nearly 100 videos last month just to try and keep that momentum rolling. And since we started in November, we've gone up over we've gone up over around 2,100 subs since then. So it's absolutely crazy. The explosion has been fantastic, and I'm so happy to have had so many of you join us on the way. If you are looking into the stream for the first time, please make sure you are hitting that like button, because it makes a massive difference when you do get involved. It means that we're able to get seen by more people. We pop up on more people's recommendeds, and we pop up on more people's homepages as well. So if you are looking in, please make sure you hit the like button. It takes you about half a second, and it makes a massive difference to the channel. As always, my friends, as well, this is Requested Live. We're here celebrating 15,000 subs. And obviously, off the back of that, we need to get into some requested reactions. That's what we're here to do. So please do, if you are looking in, get your requests in via the comment section on the right-hand side of the page. Make sure you're turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all of that good stuff. Just getting involved in the stream in as many ways as you can. We have one to get into straight away from a man like Duncan. I believe it's Duncan Effie Watt, I believe that's how it's pronounced. But this is a tune we're going to be getting into right from the off. It goes by the name Chief by Koffi Olomide, featuring Tiwa Savage. Apparently Koffi is a 64-year-old African music legend from the Democratic Republic of Congo, and obviously we already know about Tiwa. So very interesting stuff indeed. This is looking crazy. I'm very excited to get into all of this. I'm getting told that the settings are slightly too high by YouTube, so I'm going to slightly turn these down ever so slightly, just to arrange where we can actually see exactly what's going on. So there we go. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into the stream today. I'm looking forward to getting into a bit of conversation. So if you are looking in, do get involved in the comment section on the right-hand side. We are going to kick off straight away with a tune right from the off. But please do remember, guys, I am feeling slightly under the weather at the moment. I played football yesterday in the ice cold. If you live in the UK, you'll know how cold it is currently over here. So yeah, it's very cold. That's all I can say. It's very cold. But off the back of that as well, I think I've picked up a slight cough, a slight cold. So if my voice is slightly nasally, that's why. I do apologise. I feel okay though. And obviously we're going to try and get through as many of these reactions as we possibly can. Out to everyone locking in. Let us know where you are locking in from as well. That is, of course, one of the most important things we're trying to do with this channel, is build a bit of a global community, celebrating music from around the world. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. That's what I love to do. That's what I love to be involved in. And obviously the support from you guys makes a massive difference to that. So let's jump into our first reaction of the day then. This one is Koffi Olomide Chief, which features Tiwa Savage as well. Let's jump right into this one. Oh, just noticed a couple of things wrong with the stream. Let me get these fixed up. There we go. You can see I'm slightly under the weather. I'm going all over the place. I'm still relatively new to this streaming lark, so do bear with me. But there we go. Right, let's jump into this one then. As I said before, Koffi Olomide, this one Chief featuring Tiwa Savage. This is Requested Live, for those that aren't aware. This is the weekly stream series we're going to be doing on the channel to get through the requested backlog. So if you do put a track into the requested comment section, do request it here as well. So there we go. Out to Kome joining us. Hello. Out to Pad Payne. Out to Duncan. Please react to Runtown if it happened for Lagos. That's one that's been heavily requested. Yes, definitely going to get into that one. Pad Payne saying, could you play my track, Pad Payne Stan Remix? If you can give me a link to it, we'll have a look. Let me see. We'll see. I don't normally do people playing their own stuff on this stream, but if you get lucky, you never know. Let's jump right into this one then. Koffi, Olomide, as I said before, it's about the 4th time I've introduced it. Chief, this one featuring Tiwa Savage. Let's get right into it. Okay. Seasoned vocal. Very nice. This is smooth, huh? It's a wicked way to kick things off. Very, very smooth introduction. Again, from what I know of, this is the first time listening to Koffi Olomide. Obviously, I've seen in the chat, apparently he's 64 years old and he's a bit of an African music legend. Definitely going to check out a bit more of what he's been doing. This one featuring Tiwa Savage. His vocal sounds great. I'm loving the fact you can kind of hear a bit of age in his voice as well. You can hear that veterancy, that experience. Really, really enjoying this one. Melodies on this are gorgeous. This guy's got swagger through the roof as well, I gotta say. You know when you meet certain people, or you see certain people and they're like over a certain age and you're sort of like, you know what, your time has passed, fair play, it's now time to move on. This guy's got the sort of mindset and it shows. He's not done. He's got plenty more life in him. Crack on, mate. It's so good to see. Again, instrumental value on this one, really, really good. I'm loving the kind of combination of almost like keyboard sounds, there's like 3 or 4 different synthesizers all playing like 1 or 2 notes, and it forms into this really nice sort of big combination melody, which works really nicely. Then obviously you couple that with the sort of seasoned vocal that's going on as well. Really, really clean. Nice. That call and response really nice. The overdubs are great as well. Yeah, this is great. Just before we get into Tiwa's verse, I'm very interested to see what Tiwa does with this instrumental, because this is very much within her range. Again, quite stripped back, a lot of sort of GI instrumentation being used. For those that aren't aware, GI basically means generic instrument, basically a computer-generated version of a sound. You hear it a lot in sort of earlier Afrobeat stuff with a lot of kind of horn sections. There's a very sort of plasticky sounding horn sound, which is very, very common. And it sounds great. When you actually put it into the right selections, it sounds great. I'm interested to see where Tiwa takes this one. But yeah, sounding good. Again, wicked intro. Let's go.
You didn't make me just a man for you. I'm catching feelings for you. Baby, believe me.
This is
I
great.
love you. No, tell me, say you don't not get it.
It's a nice intro, man. Tiwa always brings like a level of there's a level of intrigue, I feel, about everything that Tiwa brings to the table, man. Really like her performance on this. Again, it's quite a charming performance from Tiwa, the way she comes across. Again, nice vocal range, slightly electronically affected, but it doesn't make it any less enjoyable, to be honest with you. I quite like Tiwa's voice going through those electronic processes. And then again, on top of that, it works really nicely over the instrumental, which again is quite stripped back, quite I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. Again, it's quite not melody-wise. It's there's a lot going on, but it doesn't feel like it's overbearing, I think is the best way to describe it. Great stuff.
This is what love is made of. Everybody knows I'm crazy for you. Come follow me, make me take off. I love you. You be the one I want to see when I wake up. My heart's you. You gonna beat every now and then, make me no break up.
You know what? I've clocked it on a lot of Tiwa's tunes, man. A lot of Tiwa's tunes really showcase her ability to work with harmony. I always find with a lot of her creations that they always have nice harmonic sections stacked throughout the middle of the tune. They're not there at the beginning, they're not there at the end, but they give it this kind of crescendo feel, which is always really, really cool to see. Out to everyone locking in as well. If you are locking in, please make sure you're letting us know where you're locking in from. Of course, getting your requests in on the right-hand side of the page. And on top of that as well, please make sure you are hitting the like button. It makes such a massive difference. I know it's a bit long to always say it. You probably hear 1,000 YouTubers say it every single day, but please make sure you do hit the like button. It makes the stream a lot more accessible, and it means we can get more people into the stream in general.
Baby, let me take you, mama. Let's
Right, his voice is wicked. I'm getting a bit of a kind of Beres Hammond vibe of this guy, man. The way he's still clearly got the swagger, he's still clearly got the ability to kind of hold your attention. Really, really loving the sounds of this, man. Really, really clean as always. The arrangement's great. Out to Kome, locked in from Lagos. How are you doing? How are things? How are things going? I think it's 4 p.m. over there. I presume it's 4 p.m. over there. Lagos is an hour behind the UK, I think, or it's an hour ahead. I know there's an hour difference. I can never remember if it's before or behind.
Baby, put in your mix.
This is wicked, man. As always, we are only going to let them run for about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. We will have a lot to get through by the end of the day. But very much enjoying this one. Yeah, out to Duncan Efiwate for requesting this one. Really, really loving the sounds of it. This one, Chief featuring Tiwa Savage. Really like Tiwa's verse on this one as well. Okay, cool. So it's 6:11 over there. Okay, cool. I saw someone suggest that we do these live streams at 6 over here, so it's 7 over there. That's good to know, though. Cool. We're getting closer. We'll work it out eventually. I'm terrible with working out time distances. I always get them wrong. I work in radio and I always get time distances wrong, which isn't good. But yeah, really enjoyed this one. Love the direction. I love the instrumentation. I love that sort of GI feel that's running throughout the instrumentation as well. I think Koffi's had a wicked performance on it as well. I think Tiwa sounds really good. I think the both of them work really nicely together. The video's quite fun as well. Definitely enjoyed this one, man. Out to everyone locking in, enjoying the reactions today. As I said before, please make sure you're hitting that like button. Out to everyone locking in, out to Pad Payne, out to Kome as well. Coming up next then, Kome with a request for Runtown If It Happened for Lagos. Now, this is a tune I've been meaning to react to. I need to react to more Runtown, to be honest with you. I'm seeing the name everywhere, and I just haven't got around to it yet. As you've seen, we've been putting out so many videos. It's very difficult to keep up, but we're going to jump right into this one next. How are we feeling, people? How is your Friday afternoon going? Adverts always doing me dirty. How is your Friday afternoon going? How is your week been? It's been a whole week since we last streamed. Which is fine. I'm not necessarily of the opinion that we should be streaming on a super regular basis. The majority of the content on this channel is, of course, being done in sort of recorded video format, which is fine. I enjoy doing the sort of recorded 10-minute sessions rather than sitting down for extended sessions. But once a week is perfectly fine, especially while I haven't got I'm not going to the studio to do radio, basically. But yeah, lovely stuff. Cool. Right, before we jump into this one then, people, please do remember that if you are getting involved, that you are hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page. Turning notifications on, leaving a like, leave a comment, all that good stuff. We have hit 15,000 subscribers. Absolutely buzzing. We're at 15.1 now as well, so we're still growing. Absolutely crazy. We hit 15,000 a couple of days ago. We're now at 15.1. I think we hit 15,000 on the 1st. It's now the 3rd, and we're on 15.1. This growth is absolutely crazy. Big up you guys each and every time. I can't quite believe how big it's how much the channel's growing so quickly. I'm loving it. That's kind of what's inspired me to do these live streams as well, just so we can interact with you guys. Obviously, there's a few people that join us on the majority of them, which is really good to see. Out to all the regulars, as per. I know Kome's in there on a regular basis. As I've said before, though, people, hit the like button. We'll start this as soon as we get a couple more likes. That's what we're going to do. So please hit the like button. Makes a massive difference to the stream. Out to the wiretap. Hello, sir. How are you doing, bro? Good to hear from you. Thanks for joining us. I hope you're having a good week. I'm loving everything your end as well, man. Loving a load of the content. Go and follow the wiretap in the comments. Absolutely smashing things YouTube-wise as well. Big up you. Right, there we go. We've got the couple of likes we needed. So let's jump right into this one. Runtown If It Happened for Lagos. I've seen this one floating around on my requested for a hot minute. I just haven't had the chance to get into it yet. We're going to do this one live on the stream. This is our 15,000 subs party, so big up each and every one of you who's been involved in that. Let's jump right into this one. No, and sometimes you want to wheel a tune within like a couple of seconds. That's this. Woo! calm down. Calm down. Wow, what a way to open things up, man. This is wicked. Again, the instrumentation great. There's a I don't know if the intro riff is sampled, because I'm pretty sure I've heard that exact same notation on a Burna Boy tune. I don't know if that's sampled from this, or this is sampled from that, or they're both sampled from somewhere else. Not entirely sure, but that sort of I've definitely heard that riff somewhere before, but it might actually be an entire coincidence. I'm not entirely sure. Out to the wiretap. Appreciate you, bro. Great to see the growth on your end as well. Well deserved. Likewise, sir. Loving the effort you put in to your channel. Honestly, big up you each and every time. Let's crack on.
If you don't know, big man, you never know person. You know shiny eyes, you never see something. You never party go, you never do nothing. Government in your
Bro, you're hearing those horns? Bro, everything about this is gorgeous. You've got the sort of incredible levels of percussion going on, the general kind of skippy nature. There's about 4 or 5 different drums all kind of working in collaboration with each other. You've then got this beautiful sense of brass and woodwind running through the lead melodies. Again, the vocals super clean as well. Everything about this is so well put together, man. I'm loving the kind of concept behind the video as well. I love the way it's shot. I love the kind of grading we're getting over the top of it as well. This is wicked, man. It's the sort of tune that puts you in a good mood, especially on a Friday. Out to Ayoade joining us as well. This is sounding great. Wiretap saying amazing production on this. Yeah, totally, bro. Wicked production.
That's when them waka. Everybody searching for the answer.
Woo, harmonies, you man.
Mata. If you ask me, I go ask her. I'm waiting in back. Governor, the person of federal. The same reason why the rich is getting rich, and not the reason why Papa sit the trap out. If he have home for Lagos, he stay inside the Lagos.
Nah, man. This would have got at this point. Yeah, this would have already had about 3 wheel-ups. This is crazy. Oh, big up Como, man. You're always bringing me good suggestions. This is crazy. Love the hook. Such a catchy hook. This is wicked. Proper sing-along flavour. Proper feel-good flavour as well. So catchy. Really, really cool melody as well. This is wicked. I'm loving the way the video's been shot as well, man. Especially constantly cutting back to the live sax players.
You never know person. You know shiny eyes. You never see something. You never party go. You never do nothing. Government in
honestly, there's got to be something wrong with you if you're not finding yourself jumping around to this tune, bro. Wow. I feel ashamed of myself for leaving this one so long. It's such a catchy lead melody. On the hook itself, I'm loving the fact there's so much kind of brass and sort of saxophone and woodwind kind of rolled into the entirety of the composition. The general direction on this is absolutely fantastic. I'm hearing my voice is already starting to go a little bit raspy. I do apologise, people. It's what playing football in the cold will do to you. Out to Abigail joining us as well. Saying please react to King Promise. Oh yeah, from Ghana. Definitely will do. That'll be on the list for today. Thank you for joining us. As always, friends, if you are locking in, get your requests in on the right-hand side. I'm going through. Everyone gets one request at a time, and if we get through all of them, we'll then go back to the top. So the sooner you get one in, the more likely we are to be able to react to it on this stream.
Gas keep my money low. Eyes on my money, gas keep my money low. Skitty kata no they win fight. So we bring the fire, brother me a gun.
The flows on this are cold as well.
You want to friend me, just to end me.
This kind of verse here, it's a little bit unorthodox, and I really like that, man. He's not going over the sort of typical patterns you would expect. He's almost leaving a bar and then kind of cutting in on the half, kind of cutting in using sort of syncopated rhythms and things you wouldn't normally expect. Again, the direction is absolutely crazy. Vocal-wise, this is awesome. It's just got better and better the longer the tune's gone on as well. I've been loving the video. We'll let this one run for a couple more minutes, and then we'll get into the next one. I'm just looking at the time. We're already 20 minutes in. We've already done 2 tunes.
That's when them waka. Everybody searching for the answer. Mata. If you ask me, I go ask her.
You know when you find your legs moving, but it's like, you know when you move your legs purely through like tensing your muscles? That's what I find myself doing to this tune. Like when you tense and your whole body just sort of goes, yeah. That's the sort of movement I'm getting when I listen to this, man. What a tune. Runtown, if it happened for Lagos, definitely going into my radio playlist without a shadow of a doubt. Definitely going to get hold of this one and run it on The Breakfast Show, which is still live every day, by the way, 7 till 10 a.m. UK time, Monday to Friday. Download the Trickstar radio app to lock in live. It's what I do for a day job. I talk on the radio. YouTube's kind of like my side hustle, but I put in as much effort into both of them as I possibly can. We're going to be moving into our new studio space very soon, and from then we'll be having a lot more interviews up on the channel. We've got some crazy international interviews lined up. We're just waiting for the new studio space to be active, and then we're going to be getting a lot of stuff in. Out to Ayoade joining us, out to the WhatsApp, out to Abigail, out to Kome each and every time. Next up on the list then for today's reactions. Where are we? I'm trying to read. Congrats, really enjoying your reactions. Thank you for that. I've already read that one. Please react to King Promise. Oh yeah, from Ghana. Cool, we'll get into that one next then. Fabulous stuff. How is everyone's day going? How is everyone's weekends looking? What were you all getting up to over the weekend? I'm actually having a very quiet weekend having an admin weekend more than anything else. Reason for that, most of my friends have their birthdays in November, so my Novembers always come out to be a bit of a wild couple of days. Mine's on the 20th. I've got a friend who's got the 27th, and I've got a friend who's got the 13th. So literally the whole week, the whole sort of 3-week period, we're all just either hungover or recovering from partying. Like, it's always a bit of a crazy time. I was up in London last week. Again, ridiculous stuff. It's probably not helped into what I'm feeling about under the weather at the moment. My immune system is down on the ground, but there we go. Out to everyone locking in. If you are locking in, please make sure you're hitting that like button. Obviously, if you are new to the channel as well, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button as well. Let me just trigger this little button so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. There we go. Hey, the button comes up when I tell it to. So we're going to get into this one now. This one requested by Abigail Antwi. So we're going to get into this one. It comes from King Promise. It goes by the name Oh Yeah. Very excited to get into this one. I'm a big fan of King Promise. Haven't actually reacted to much King Promise on the channel though, which is a bit bizarre. I'm not entirely sure why. The requests probably just haven't come in, or I've just missed bits. But we're going to get into this one now. Out to everyone locking in. Legacy. Nice drums.
Cupid, let's go.
It's got a nice bop to it.
Can promise, baby girl. Oh yeah. That thing you to do with it make me say.
Very, very stripped back this. Like, realistically, there's not a lot going on in this tune in regards to kind of composition. Like, it's nice. I'm liking the layout, but it's not sort of over the top with the general arrangement. We've got a lot of really nice kind of drum work going on. You've got a lot of claps, a lot of kicks, a lot of general percussive instrumentation. But apart from that, you've pretty much got one melody in the higher end, which is kind of going like dong 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 dong. Dong, 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 dong. That's it. That's all you've got. And it's primarily made up by King Promise's vocal direction. Again, very stripped back. This has a really kind of UK feel about it as well. I don't know where King Promise is based. I always see him collaborating with a lot of UK artists, but I don't know if he is based in the UK or not. Do let me know in the comments. Abigail, this one's yours. What do you know about the tune? Talk to me. Let me know something I don't know about the tune. That's one of the best things about doing these live streams, actually, is that we get to ask you guys about the tunes as well, and we get to find out more. And I get to learn more. That's the whole thing of this journey. It's about learning.
That thing you to do to make me crazy. Come on, watch me. That thing you to do to make me crazy. Oh yeah, come on. That thing you to do. Oh, him my Brahmin chain. Me and my Brahmin chain. Come make I put this thing on you. Oh, him my Brahmin chain.
So a little bit of extra melody coming into the tune at this point. Really liking those kind of very kind of spacey synthesizer stabs, literally just going like ding, 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 ding. Again, very simple melodies. And we're getting this a lot. There's like been 2 or 3 different instruments all playing sort of 3-note melodies throughout this. The majority of the energy is literally being provided by both King Promise's vocal line and, again, that constant kind of rolling drum line, which is giving the sort of sense of rhythm. Again, really, really nice direction on this one. The overall approach is very, very clean. It's not my favourite King Promise tune, I'll be entirely honest with you. It's solid. It definitely feels like slightly cookie cutter though, ever so slightly.
Me and my Brahmin chain. Come make I put this thing on you. Yeah, make I tell you some story. Girl, you're the one for me. I day outside, day and night, anytime where you want me.
Gets you moving though.
Make I tell you some story, oh my girl, so now you're the one for me.
Again, very simple video as well. Like the general approach to the video on this one is pretty much 1 or 2 shots. And again, that can work. It's definitely working in this scenario. You don't need to have a super high budget video. A lot of the time you can make do with just like being outside, having a couple of well-lit shots. That can be everything you need for a music video to look good. Again, the arrangement on this one, everything looks clean. Again, there just isn't that much going on instrumental-wise. Normally, I'm a massive fan of that. I just feel there could be a little bit more going on arrangement-wise. I don't like to be critical of tunes either, because obviously everyone, if a tune's requested, it means because someone likes the tune. But yeah, for me, I definitely think it could be a bit more expansive, shall we say. Out to Tolu joining us. Hello. How are you? Good to see you. Runtown featuring Nasty C said. Okay, we might get into that one. That sounds good. Or Miss You Bad by Mr. Easy and Burner Boy. That one's off London to Lagos, and that's one of my favourite tapes ever. Love that album with an absolute passion. Let's carry on with this one then.
Anytime where you want me. Just the things you do, just the things you do, where they blow my mind. I just wanna hold you tight, and maybe just wanna look at you, just wanna look at you, where they blow.
There's a bit more going on melody-wise now.
Baby, you're too far.
We're getting into a bit more. We're starting to hear a few more kind of subtle strings roll into play. We're starting to hear a little bit more, I suppose, development of this one. There's a bit more kind of going on vocally as well. We're hearing a little bit more vocal direction. On top of that as well, we're starting to hear a bit more going on with the bass notation as well. Almost like not a log drum sound, but more of like a pulsy kind of moogie bass sound is coming to the forefront of the tune as well. That's all I kind of needed. I'm now kind of going, okay, it's now hitting that point where you can kind of take everything in for what it is. This is a lot more... for me, with a tune like this, I just feel it needs to develop as it goes. It could start off simple, and now we are starting to hear that development, so that's good.
Oh yeah, that thing you to do, it make me say, oh yeah, that thing you to do, to make me crazy.
I can imagine this going down well in clubs.
Touch me, that thing you to do, to make me crazy. Oh yeah, mama, that thing you to do, oh him my Brahmin chain, me my Brahmin chain.
It's catchy, I won't lie. It definitely does have catchy elements running throughout it. I'm happy it's developed in the way it has done. I definitely feel with a tune like this, it does need to constantly grow and expand, as I just said. And I think the more it's kind of gone on, the more it's become catchy, the more I've started to enjoy it. But yeah, I definitely can see this one going down well in clubs. I can almost see the kind of, I don't want to say dance battles because it's not 1990, but you can definitely kind of see the sort of thing of like groups getting into circles and dancing to it. Like I can imagine that this being a sort of tune that will go down well in that scenario. So yeah, I'm enjoying this one. It's grown on me as it's gone through. Out to Abigail for suggesting this. Let it run for a couple minutes and seconds.
Come make I put this thing on you. Go by, Koji morning, go by, warning girl.
Nice harmonies.
Go by, Koji morning, go by, warning girl.
There we go then, that one, King Promise. Oh yeah, you can tell I'm a radio DJ, I'm turning stuff down as we go. Welcome back to CubCamTV. How are we all feeling though, people? Very much enjoyed that one, King Promise, oh yeah. Loving the fact it did eventually develop and became a bit wider in its arrangement. Just took a little bit long to do it, but fair enough. Out to Abigail Antwi for suggesting that one. Tolu is next on the listing today with Runtown featuring Nasty C said. Okay, cool. We're going to get into that one in just a hot minute. How are we all doing, though? As always, let us know where you're locked in from. Let us know how your days are going, what you've been up to. Are there any releases that are out today that I've missed that I should be looking at? I know there is a new Spinel and Adekunle Gold tune out, which I'm going to be reviewing tomorrow. I wanted to save at least one to do tomorrow. We've done a fair few today. We did the music video for Doja Cat's Woman, which is a tune I do genuinely quite enjoy. But the video came out for it, so we did like an analytical breakdown of it. The original video basically got blocked. As expected, it's Doja Cat. She's going to have a team of people constantly blocking everything. that is remotely copyrightable. So it got blocked, so I made the typical edit that I normally do on the channel. It got broken down and re-uploaded. And the first comment that someone put up was "stop talking," and I was like, bro, just listen. There's an intro on it and everything, man. We're going to talk on this channel. Always frustrates me a little bit. But there we go. Out to everyone locking in. Are you coming to the Davido O2 concert in March? I might be. I only just found out. Do you know how annoyed I am? Out to Tiwa, by the way. How annoyed I am. I had a ticket for the WizKid show. I had a ticket. I've got a friend who works for the agency that books WizKid in the UK, and he told me, "I wish you'd have said I had a ticket if you wanted it." Am I a lemon? I was fuming when I found that. Obviously, lucky enough, he streamed it on YouTube, so I still got to get a bit of the experience. But yeah, I had a ticket for it. Do you know how annoying that is? But yeah, out to Yaron each and every time. If you know Yaron, he joins me on radio on Tuesday mornings normally. We do a bit of a tech breakdown. There's a few clips with Yaron on the channel as well. But yeah, he works for quite a big agency now, which is crazy. Out to Grey Hype saying, "I'm tapping in. Hello. Thank you for joining us." Yeah, Tyro, honestly, I was fuming when I found out, but I think I am going to Burna Boy next year. I know he's playing in the UK next year, so I think I'm going to that. I'll see if he's got Davido as well. But bro, this is the thing. Like, I've worked in this industry for a long period of time, so I know a fair few people in the UK like that work in certain positions. Like, if I want to get tickets to a certain show, normally I can just about wangle it, which is quite cool. Not because I'm anything special, purely because I've worked in the industry a long time and I've kind of got a few contacts here and there. But yeah, I was fuming when I found that out, especially when it was the last day was the day that he had a ticket for me for. So when he brought out Burna, when he brought out Thames, crazy. How good was that show, by the way? Like, we did a reaction to the Burna Boy tune here on the channel. Absolutely crazy. Obviously, there's a bit of controversy going on with the Thames moment. I don't really know what's going on with that. Obviously, WizKid getting a little bit inappropriate. In the way he was kind of jumping on her and stuff, which is obviously it's just a little bit much. But apart from that, I thought Thames' performance was absolutely outstanding. To be honest with you, I thought she kind of came through as a shining light. I said when I was watching it, man, this is like a star moment. This is going to be a moment that we look back on and go, wow, this was when we realised that she was like as big a deal as she was meant to be. Crazy stuff. But yes, Tiwa, I'm going to see if I can get tickets to Davido. That'd be cool. Might do a little CubCam link up. That could be fun. But there we go. I think he probably was, to be honest with you, by the time it got to that point. I mean, to be fair, he wasn't drinking on stage from what I could see. So either way, it was just a bit much, just a bit unnecessary from Wiz. Wiretap. Go and watch the full concert. It's on Starboy's channel. There's a full two and a half hour stream of him doing the show. Honestly, when Burna comes out, I've done a reaction video on this channel to Burna and WizKid coming out as well. When Anybody played and when Burna Boy came out and did Anybody, I was leaping around the room, bro. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Right, let's crack on with some more reactions then. Although I could just sit here and talk nonsense for days. This is kind of what I do for a job, to be honest with you. Right, let's get into this one. Runtown again. We're getting into a lot of Runtown today. 100% Tyro, bro. Once I know if I've got tickets or not, we'll do some link up business. Right then, Nasty C and Runtown with said adverts each and every time. Oh, I enjoy this streaming stuff, man. I enjoy talking to all of you guys more than anything else. I'm clearly just sat in my room with no friends, clearly. Is this the right one? So this is the official music video. Nasty C and Runtown, this one said, out to all the locked in crew each and every time, thank you for joining us. The thing with doing this show on here as well is I've kind of considered doing it as more of a kind of radio show. Obviously I've got to be, I mean, it kind of equates as a radio show regardless. If you were to just listen to the audio, like, it would kind of qualify as a radio show regardless, obviously the way it's all processed and stuff. But yeah, I've been considering kind of uploading these episodes onto maybe a streaming platform of some kind, maybe getting them uploaded as like a regular thing, just as audio as well. Let me know if that'd be something that would work for you guys. That could be quite fun, maybe. I'm always trying to push new boundaries and stuff on the channel and doing things a little bit differently. Out to Abuse Plasma in the building again. You know what? We are going to get into that one as well. Follow and Gasta out to you, sir. How are you doing? Man like Rapture in the building. Always good to see you, sir. I might be coming up to Scotland soon. If you're still, I'm pretty sure I don't know if you're still based up in Scotland, but I might be coming up to Glasgow soon. I think my dad's got me tickets for the Ukraine qualifier, so I might be coming up to Hampden for that, which could be absolutely crazy. If so, we need to have a bit of a link up. But there we go. Just looking through this. That's what I was going to do. If you haven't already, people, make sure you are going and subscribing to the Fresh Afrobeat Flavour Spotify playlist. I'm uploading that on a regular basis, so please do get involved with that one if you haven't already. There's a little advert bit. Right, let's jump into this one then. Nasty C and Runtown with Said, the official music video. This one requested by Tolu, I believe. I believe it was Tolu. Yeah, it is. Let's get into this one. I've been meaning to get into this one as well. I've been meaning to react to a lot of Runtown, to be honest with you. Nasty C and Runtown, this one, Said. Let's go.
Most anticipated collaborations. Make some noise for SS, Nasty C, and Runtown.
Nice. You see, I've seen
Up with the weights, I work. Down with the pack, I roll. Up with the sack, and you.
I'm loving the kind of electronic direction on this right from the off. Is Coke Studios like a big thing? Is that like a big deal that I'm not aware of? Because I know Red Bull's massive in the UK for doing like studio sessions and link-ups and stuff like that. Is that what kind of goes on? Is that what the Coke Studios thing is? Because I keep seeing it pop up in different music videos and intros and stuff like that. I don't really know what the kind of gravity of their influence is, but I saw the Coca-Cola logo in the intro as well. But maybe, I don't know. Let me know in the chat if that is something that pops off.
Know that I deserve it. Half and half when we split the perks. Yeah, the preacher man said, please remember that your savior's on the way. I still remember when the teacher man said, I wouldn't make it, but I made it anyway.
That sounds cool.
I remember say it wasn't easy. Right now everything is amazing.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Dropping them logo. Them I taking my photo.
This is cool, man. It's very kind of Americanized in the approach, which I have no issue with whatsoever. But it definitely does have a kind of American-sounding overlay, especially with the sort of rap verses and the way they kind of sound. Tolu's saying it was, but not any longer. They stopped. Okay, cool. So I'm assuming, I don't know if you know what kind of Red Bull's like over here, like in regards to they have like a lot of studio sessions and a lot of live sessions. They did Culture Clash over here as well, which was like a massive sellout event. I'm assuming it must have been a similar kind of thing because obviously they've clearly got a fair bit of influence over what's going on. I'm going to have a little look into that after the show as well. If you're only just joining us, make sure you're hitting the like button, my friends. Get involved. Let's get the stream up to some more. I'm not going to give a number.
Right now, everything is global. Steady dropping them logo.
This is nice though.
Them I taking my photo.
I put the label on full effect. I keep the prayers in motion and no pulling back. I was boxing
love that melody.
boxes that I couldn't check. And God came
really
through
clean.
for me. Would you look at that? I'm building a legacy out of hobby. I never chased a dream, I designed it.
So the video's really cool, man. They've done about 6 or 7 shots now with them going past on the back of this lorry. The dance scenes look quite cool as well. I really like that lead melody that's running throughout the heart of the tune as well. That kind of really kind of cool. It has a kind of almost Arabic kind of tint in the way that the kind of notation kind of warbles a little bit. Really, really cool. And then on top of that as well, the fact the vocals kind of work in quite a circular motion around it. It has quite a hypnotic kind of circular fashion to the verses. It's sounding good, man.
You had an echo in the lobby. Bro, I was broke as hell where they found me. Hell is where they found me. I'm past it, I made it. Facts. My haters all plastic, fake. Facts. My family's all happy. I'm grateful. Thanks. And all the things I say are all naked. Facts. I hope I get to meet up with my mother when I'm gone, just to talk about my life and all the hurdles that I won. I ain't saying it was flawless, cause at times
I'm really liking the melodic approach to the rap side of things as well, man. This is the thing. I think if you're rapping these days, you need to be more than just a rapper. Like, rappers who are just rappers at this point are almost kind of debunked. Like, most people can rap at this point in time. Like, we've all listened to enough rap music. We've all kind of gone through the process of trying it at school or whatever. We need to... The people that tend to do well now are the ones that are able to kind of take it to a new level and take on different kind of attributes and do different things with it. Now... This, I feel, is a very good example of that in motion. Like, there's still the flow patterns there. There's still the technical ability there. Just the fact of adding a little bit of melody into the way that you construct things makes a big difference to me as a listener and to most people as listeners and just to a general consumership market as well. It does make a massive difference.
I got it wrong, I had nobody to talk to, so I said it in the songs. All I do is go up with the weights, I work. Down with the pack, I roll. Up with the sack, and you know that I
like the
deserve
distortion.
it. Half and half when we split the perks. Yeah, the preacher man said, please remember that your savior's on the way. I still remember when the teacher man said,
I can imagine this one
but I
again.
made it anyway.
We're getting it in a fair few tunes today, but I definitely can see this one going off in clubs, man. It's got that kind of ton up, let's get turned kind of vibe to it, especially with the way the instrumentation's kind of put together. I really like the verses as well, man. I really like the direction on this one. Out to, who was it that suggested this one? This was Tolu. Yeah, out to you for suggesting this one, man. I'm enjoying it.
I remember say it wasn't easy. Right now everything is amazing. Steady dropping them logo. Them are taking my photo. I remember that they telling me no. Right now everything is global.
That melody's catchy as hell.
Dropping them logo. Them are taking my photo.
I'm in the direction.
In the winter, in the summer. Chart up a money maker, we no bother. Every day we pray for long life.
Nice.
Give thanks, we jar for more
It's
life.
a nice variation between the two verses as well. I was wondering how the second verse would sound, but this to me sounds a lot more what I would kind of expect over an instrumental like this. A little bit more melody, a little bit more kind of focused on the kind of sung nature of the tune to an extent. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm just good direction-wise as well. The video is really, really cleanly shot.
Yeah. In the winter, in the summer. Show killer, we up with them in the coma. Every day we pray for long life. Give thanks, we jar for more life. Yeah, yeah. For mama pussy, peace in no day. I better use the time, no day. That's why I'm doing my way. Brother man, you do it your way. For mama pussy, peace in no day.
There's a lot of cars in the video as well. It's a moderately high budget video. I'm assuming that is down to that sort of relation to Coke Studios Africa. Okay, so this wow, it is actually the full thing. Wait, let me just check out their channel quickly because I haven't actually had a chance to check this out. So they've got Calligraph Jones on there. That's pretty cool. Harmonizer's on there. Sheba's on there. Ray Varney's on there. Lioness on there. Wow, crazy. Crazy. A lot of people on there. Okay, yeah, so I can see it was a moderately big thing. That makes sense. It just reminds me of Red Bull Studios here in the UK, man. That's the sort of vibe I'm getting off it. What's the most popular things on this channel? So this is the biggest thing they did. Okay, cool. Nasty C on there. Pata Rankin on there. Simi, Salty Soul. Harmonise, yeah, okay, cool. Yemi Alade's on there. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can see exactly what the sort of scenario is. Fair enough. Tiwa, you still can request, yes. We've got one more to get into from the new selections, and then we're going to start going back over older ones. So we're going to get into this, then we're going to get into another one from Kome, then the second one from Abigail, I believe. So do get in, and we'll see if we can get you in. Wiretap as well, if you want to request something, please do get involved. You've been in near enough since the start, so please do feel free to get involved. That's it from that one, though. We've already listened to 2 minutes 41 on that one. There we go. Right, let's get into another one. We've only got about 15 minutes left, so we're going to start speeding through these a little bit more on here. Right, Zinoleesky with Aquila Fische. I think I might have reacted to this one already. If I've already reacted to it, I'm not going to do it again. Let me just see if I have done one. I don't think I have. I recognise the tune name, that's why. No, apparently I haven't. This might have been one that I've done and then just the recording hasn't worked or something, but we'll give it a go. Out to everyone locking in right about now. Thank you for joining me on your Friday afternoon. It's been a very enjoyable stream. I've had good fun on this one. I genuinely might upload the little clip of the rant about not getting a WizKid ticket. That'd be quite funny to do, maybe. But there we go. We're trying to make content out here, people. And you guys help a lot. So thank you for joining us. Out to everyone who has joined us so far. If you haven't already, hit the like button. It does make a massive difference to the stream. I know you always hear YouTubers say it. It's almost... What am I up to? Just causing trouble here. I know you always hear YouTubers say it, and it almost falls on deaf ears at this point, but it does make a massive difference. So please do hit that like button, and if you are new to the channel, please hit subscribe as well. Right, next up on the listing, Zinoleesky. This one, Kilofeshe, I believe that's how it's pronounced. Do let me know if I'm wrong. I always ask. I never really know with pronunciation on things, just in general. I'm always off. I'm always terrible at converting words into actual meaning. But there we go. Let's get into this one. Out to the locked-in crew each and every time. If you do have any thoughts on this one, let me know in the chat. Get your thoughts in. Let's get some interaction going. Let us know what you think of this one. Right, high budget video. Right from the off. Malian music. You know what I've come to realise? If a track has more than 30 seconds at the start where there is no music playing, it's a high-budget video. That's just what it is. I've just come to realise this in recent times. Like, if your tune has a movie intro with actors and extras, it's a high-budget video.
Leave keys.
Drums are wicked on this.
Mama piano, mama manga bagon. I be good bad boy, no choice.
Really clean, man. The arrangement on this is wicked already. Those kind of extended chords going through the middle of the tune, kind of coupling those. Again, with that really kind of smooth bass line underneath. Again, the vocal very kind of delicate in the way it's being performed over the top of the instrumental. There's a lot going into the video as well. This is sounding wicked. It's looking great. Another wicked suggestion.
We sing extraordinary things I'm doing. Ordinary things don't you move me again.
Love those rolling bass lines, man.
Ordinary things I'm doing. Ordinary things don't you move me again.
This kind of Amma sound, man. The thing that I love about it so much is the kind of sense of combining progression with atmospheric pressure. You'll always hear these kind of extended kind of string lines that just add this level of tension, just across the top. Like if you were to just listen to that on its own, it would be super, super annoying. But because it's in key with the rest of everything else that's going on, it just adds this extra layer of tension and like potential and build up and all these kind of transferable energies running through the top. You then have this constantly slightly growing intensity throughout the tune. And this is a perfect example of it, man. I'm loving the melodies. I'm loving those sort of more sweeping melodies at the top, those kind of grinding bass lines down below. Really, really nice. Again, those, like...
Kilo fresh it, passion to your fresh it. Niggas know they give me headache.
Woo!
Oh, we in the club all night. Many things I don't try.
Wicked, man.
I'm a boy, don't I?
Kome, you are yet to give me a bad suggestion. Like every single thing you've given me, I've absolutely loved. Big up you. Yeah, this is wicked, man. That sort of midsection there, like that sort of midsection of just those like. I think the thing that makes this sort of sound stand out so much, again, that idea of building tension and building atmosphere. Like it's almost a bit dissonant in the way that it works, because obviously the majority of the instrumentation is quite major in its sort of scaling. It's quite positive. Everything's kind of ascending, whereas that sort of tension that we're getting from those like string lines or the atmospherics, it just goes. It's just flat the entire way through, and it just takes it in an entirely different direction. Like it makes your brain kind of go, I don't really know what's going on. It's almost euphoric in the way it works. It's definitely a very euphoric sound. This is wicked.
Gas me up, no time. Oh, I'm trending, I don't know why. Oh, I don't need some push-up. I lost up on my own.
The electric is so cold, man.
Only so push-up. If you get in my check money, but but give me shawty low.
I like the video for this as well.
I'll get I don't know, life is yellow. You don't know tomorrow. Extra.
Even though this is a really kind of nerdy thing to point out, but the precision on the delay on this is really, really nice. Like the use of space on the vocal is really, really clean. I love the fact that you've got this kind of wide sort of sounding approach to the vocal processing. There's a lot of space being used. Both with the immediate reverb and then the delay you're getting on that as well. So you'll hear it almost kind of always fits perfectly into the rest of the rhythm. It kind of goes da 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 da. It's always the pocket that they find for the delay is always just the right sort of amount of space. Sometimes you hear delays and they're a little bit overlapping, or they just sound a little bit almost robotic in the way that they kind of replicate, but this just sounds, the space that's being used there is really good. On a production level, that's something I really, really appreciate. It's very nerdy.
Ordinary things don't move me again. Extraordinary things I'm doing. Ordinary things don't move me again. No.
There we go. We'll finish off this one here. Zinoleesky with Kilo Feshe. Really, really cool tune. Absolutely love the sounds of this one. Right, we've got 10 minutes to go. So that will be probably, with the requests we've already got on the page, that'll probably be everything that we can get through. So following that, we now need to get into Folo and Gasta with Air, so we'll quickly get into this one. Again, this is going to be something a little bit different, but, you know, big up Plasma Abuse. I always see you in the chat. Go and follow Plasma Abuse as well. Is it the official music video we should look at? Yeah, we should do. So we'll get into about a minute and a half, 2 minutes of this one, as I know it's very likely to be just instrumental. And then we will get into... just looking through the requests on here. You know what, Tiwa, you haven't put a request in yet, so we'll do yours next. Niniola and Lady Do with I Did It. Cool, so we'll get into this one, then into that one, and then we'll finish off with another one. Big up you guys. Folo and Gasta, this one Air. As always, very wavy sounds coming out of the Plasma Abuse camp. We reacted to a Folo tune recently on one of the previous streams. It got a really good response in here. Again, I love the fact that we can go from reacting to Zinoleesky to reacting to UK wave music. Like, I love that as a concept. Like, there's been so many kind of different avenues of sound that I've kind of followed throughout my life. And obviously, if you listen to the breakfast show I do, the whole point of it is that we get different artists from different backgrounds and kind of throw them all together, and kind of almost build a fan base off everything. And that's definitely something that I've always enjoyed doing. And I think when we get to react to them live on this stream as well, it makes a massive difference to how everything's kind of perceived. So we're going to get into this one right about now. Let's go. I do love this wave sound, man. It's just mind-blowing stuff, man. Just everything about it, from that kind of low, square wavy kind of bass rolling underneath, just going like so powerful. The kind of stuttered, euphoric kind of stabs going on over the top, that kind of spacey sense of synthesizer action that's working as well. The whole arrangement to this is absolutely ridiculous, man, already. Out to Folo and Gasta. I'm pretty sure I've had Gasta on the breakfast show at one point as well. Man! Those drums! This is crazy, man. Even the visuals on this are ridiculous. Like, the whole thing of Wave is that it's such a, like, digital sound. Like, it's a spacey, kind of euphoric digital sound. And the music videos I always see, these visualizers, they're always so kind of in keeping with that theme. They always go to these kind of ridiculous lengths to just explore the concept of digitalization, of kind of different stuff. Really, really cool. Really, really cool sound. This one entirely wicked. Really, really loving the direction. Absolutely ridiculous, man. Even that, like, that to me blows my mind. This is ridiculous, man. Out to Folo and Gasta doing incredible stuff. Tiwa saying it's like track synth. Yes, so essentially, from what my understanding of wave music is, it kind of developed essentially on SoundCloud off the back of the kind of SoundCloud trap movement, which happened, I don't know, around sort of 2011 through to around 2014, 15. I think and then it's kind of developed off the back of that in combination with obviously what was happening in grime at the time. And I feel it was almost like a combination of the two sounds. To be honest, Abused Plasma is in the chat. He probably knows a bit more about this sound than I do, the kind of origins of it. I've just been kind of following it from a fan's perspective. I know a label that I used to work for back in the day used to release a lot of this sort of stuff, and they were primarily called a trap label, especially with that sort of EDM SoundCloud sound. So this is really kind of cool, just to see where the sound has gone. You know, I love this kind of expansive stuff. We had Careful, who runs Liquid Ritual on The Breakfast Show quite recently. We had Chris Speed Visuals on the show as well. He's very much involved in that world. We've had Eon on the show as well, or E1. I never know how his name's supposed to be. I've spoken at a couple of his seminars as well, and I never know how to pronounce his name. That's really bad. Eon or E1, I never actually know. But yeah, wicked sound. We'll get into a few more minutes of this one, and then we'll jump into a couple more. Who did the visual for this? This is crazy. The drums, man. It's the shuffle on the drums. This is a ridiculous tune. Folo and Gasta with Air. We're going to leave that one there. Fantastic stuff. Out to Abused Plasma for the request on this one. Out to Folo and Gasta. I think that's the second stream in a row we actually heard a Folo tune. Very exciting stuff. But there we go then. Tiwa, we're going to get into your request next. And from this point onwards, the next person to request a song will be able to request the outro tune. So we're going to do it like that. We're going to do a bit of a lucky dip at the end. Gasta done the visuals. Oh, fair enough. What is it with everyone in this world being able to actually be incredible at everything they do? But yes, the next person to request a tune can have the tune that does the outro for the stream, because this next one will be the last one. And then I'm going to get into enjoying my weekend. So let's go. Thank you, adverts. Right. So this one, Niniola featuring Lady Do. I Did It. Bum Bum. This one came out the other day, didn't it? I saw this one. This one only came out the other day from what I remember. Yeah, only a couple of days old. There we go. Brand new stuff. What more could you ask for here on the CubCamTV live stream? There we go. How are we all feeling? How are we all feeling, my friends? Are we all looking forward to the weekend? I most definitely am. As I said, I'm having a very relaxed one. I'm waiting for one more request in the chat. The next person to request a singular tune gets to pick the outro tune. So there we go. Let's get into this one then. Niniola featuring Lady Do with I Did It. This one dropped a couple of days ago. Live reaction business. If you're new to the stream, hit the like button. If you aren't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Get involved. What are you up to? Let's go. So that's 2 tunes out in 2 days for Niniola.
It's raining, pouring in the dirt. Well, bang around, get you aroused. Call me a shower with me.
Is it nice? Again, following that kind of Amapiano route, very stripped back with the bass lines. Really, really clean in the arrangement on this one. Again, I love those sort of very subtle kind of syncopated horns that have become such a kind of common feature of this sound already. Really like the direction. As I was saying, it's 2 tunes in 2 days for Niniola. Big up her. Smashing it. I love that. Oh, mate, that's so clever sonically. The way on this tune, yeah, there's so much going on in the low end. You've got these kind of horn lines, which are quite low-pitched. You've got the bass sounds as well, which are really low-pitched. And you've got all these different kind of percussive elements. So everything is almost jostling against each other, and it gives the whole thing kind of like a sort of feel. It's crazy how that all kind of works sonically. That's really cleverly put together, man. On a production level, that's really, really smart. Kome saying, I wanted to recommend one from 30 years ago, but I'm scared. Link to it. Start from 2 minutes in because it's a 15-minute song. Well, we're going to use it as the outro anyway, so that's all good. Go on, Kome. Send it through. Let's go. Proper creative as well, man. That vocal is so haunting. Like, it's not like big and in your face. It's just kind of there. It's very subtle. It's very kind of, as I say, haunting. Just kind of hitting these notes which are a little bit dissonant. Again, back to that thing I was saying about the Amapiano sound earlier on. It has this kind of dissonant, distant kind of almost creepy kind of feel to it a lot of the time, just the way the sort of notes hit each other. And this is another perfect example of that. Don't get me wrong, it's really, really enjoyable. But it just does, it's not like typically uplifting or typically like minor in the way that it's structured melodically. Just it's this middle ground. This is very, very bizarre middle ground that always sounds cool.
Let me live my life. I found my way. Oh, hey. Wonder why you go back. Okay, number one and me lying. How much will it take you just to fuck? How much will it take you just to bump? I ain't about to bum bum.
This is proper cool. Just everything going on percussively with this is really, really clean. Like, I'm loving the overall direction. Again, there's so many different percussive elements that are all kind of bouncing off each other in that low end. There's so many kind of drum rolls and like unpredictable pieces of rhythm that are folded into this one that are so just genuinely quite interesting to listen to. I think this was Tiwa who suggested this one. But yeah, really, really cool, man. On a production level, this is really creative. It's very different in the way it's arranged. Again, almost reminiscent of UK Jungle in the way that you've kind of got these random kind of rolls and unexpected pieces of rhythm built off the same kind of drum loop, giving it this kind of differentiation factor. Very, very cool. The only thing I can compare it to, man. Like, UK Jungle's the only thing I can compare it to. The fact that you've got that very typical Amapiano style rhythm running throughout the heart of the tune and the drum structure and everything like that. But then you've basically sent it to like you send it to the chop shop and let it go wild, kind of just going like like over the top. It's crazy. The fact you're able to kind of switch up the rhythm that much within the tune, the only thing I can kind of associate it with is either breaks or UK Jungle or something like that, where you just get this sort of typical rhythm and alternate it and make it completely unpredictable in its arrangement, man. Really, really cool. What a breathy vocal. This video is wild as well. Obviously, I don't think I've ever seen more arse shaking in my entire life in one individual video, which is fine. It's Friday after all. But yeah, the video is crazy, man. There's so much going on. The video really mimics the instrumental to the tune as well, just constantly chopping it up and taking it to different places and being so unpredictable in its arrangement. And the vocal as well, very, very breathy, almost like loud whispering, but again, it works well. Let's one run for a couple more seconds, and then we'll get into the final tune of the stream. Out to everyone who is locked in. One more time, hit the like button if you're new, and hit the subscribe button if you're new as well. we go. That will be it for that one. As always on the live streams, I try not to review tunes for too long, primarily because I want to keep the entire thing up, and also I want to make sure that we can get through as many as we possibly can. So, Kome, you have the final track of the stream. Out to everyone who's been locked in today. It's been great fun. I've had a fantastic time. But let's get into the next one on the list, which will happen to be Shine Peters, Ace Afro Juju Season 1. Let's go. How are we all feeling then? What are we all up to this weekend? Who's doing something? Who's doing anything? Who's doing something at all? So, what am I listening to here? Because there's Shiner Peters, Ace Afro Juju Series 1. I'm just going to leave this on screen for a couple of seconds. Kome, let me know which one I need to listen to out of these, because I'm a little bit confused. Bear in mind, I don't know who this is, so it could be very much not on my avenue at all. We always get hit with at least one curveball on this stream, so I'm happy to jump into it. Kome, don't get nervous now. Come on, don't get nervous. Help me out. Fantastic stuff. It's been really fun today, guys. I've very much had a good time. It's always been good. It's always good to enjoy these shows. I'm genuinely waiting to see which one I should click. Series 1. I've started it, so this one, what, I started 2 minutes in? The tension is building. The tension is crazy. Oh, big up you guys, man. I'll tell you
Right now.
Well, there we go. We'll leave this one rolling in the background slightly as we say our goodbyes. Not this one. Okay. Leaving me in the mud here. But there we go. Even if this isn't the right one, we are going to leave it here because I've got to crack on and do some other bits today. So there we go. This one, the final track of the stream. Out to everyone enjoying the stream. It's been great fun today. Thank you to each and everyone who's joined us. Let's get some fire emojis in the chat to everyone who has been locked in. Great to see each and every one of you back on a regular basis. I love doing these streams on a Friday. It gives my Friday a bit of a kind of chill out and a bit of a wind down. It also gives me some extra clips to use. There's a music genre in Nigeria called Juju. That's what you're listening to. Okay. So... called Afro Juju. Okay. It's quite fun, to be honest with you. I'm enjoying it. It's quite fun, man. I love the kind of rapidness of the drums and again the unpredictability. I love any genre that has like unpredictability woven into it in general. But there we go. We'll let this one run in the background. As I was saying, massive shouts out to each and every one of you who has joined us on the stream today. As always, it's been great fun. We'll probably be back next Friday. I always enjoy doing them, and I'm going to try and do them on a regular basis on a Friday. I don't really know what time I'm going to do each and every time. My Friday's always really busy. Obviously, it's release day, so there's always a fair few bits to do. When I'm back at radio, that'll probably be the case even more. But there we go. Out to everyone who has joined us today. Out to Tiwa. Out to Kome. Out to Abused Plasma, out to Tolu as well, of course, always good to see you. Out to the Wiretap, good to see you. Out to Ayade, out to Abigail, out to Pad Payne, out to Duncan, and out to everyone else who has suggested tracks for today's stream. We are going to round it off there, though. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. And yeah, we'll probably get a few clips from the stream up on the channel as well, so you can listen back to those. But that's it from me, my friends. Enjoy your Friday, your Saturday, your Sunday. We'll probably be uploading over the weekend, but there we go. Keep it locked to CubCamTV. That's it from us, and we shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. Man, they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.